Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Someone that's no one. I'm already coming up on this right now, I will say. This is just a little intro. I'm not gonna officially start recording or reporting because I'm only like 45 minutes in, but I'm starting to feel it right now, I will say. But today we got some Grateful Dead tabs. Little birthday present, appreciate it from the homie, most definitely. We gotta check this out. First time trying this batch, I just want to give kind of first thoughts, first impressions. If anything stands out about this, we're gonna report it. I don't have a ton of deep intentions like that with this one, in the sense of exploration, I guess. I'm just really here to review and see what's good with these tabs on. So it might just be like, yeah, like I said, things might come up that I'll report. I'm just expecting these to be standard 100 microgram trip here. It's a good check-in for me either way. We might just have a conversation with this video, just on some shit, and just see what comes up. I'm just hanging out with my girl on this. I guess I do have some intentions, in the sense of I want to get some shit clean and whatnot, and just around the crib and whatnot, and I want to do some yoga. But nothing too yet. We're just going with the flow and seeing what's good with it, and seeing how this psychedelic experience plays out. And yeah, so I won't try to make this super long, actually. I will take note of that, because some videos, man, some videos, especially that last one, I think, on the Dr. Seuss tabs we had, I think it was 50 minutes. We'll try and make this more like 20-30 minutes. Just try to focus on the acid. Like I said, it might just be a conversation and just kind of an update on things and where I'm at. I need this check-in personally because I haven't done acid in a minute. The last trip I had was that shroom trip. I want to say that I posted. Yeah, I do. Or no. I had a very light dose just earlier in October, so a little under a month ago, but it was a light dose anyways, just some shrooms. Acid though, I want to say since like June, so it's been a few months, and I still got those 1 tabs, man, but we're just waiting. So yeah, I feel in a talkative mood right now, I will say, and just feeling pretty good. So the tab going down, and just taste wise, I mean, there's no taste like that, just tastes like paper in your mouth. Good signs, and just like kind of relaxing, and just knowing that it's just like, all right, some acid, we're gonna see what's good, and just enjoy it. And like I said, just be open to it, because got some more of these tabs. We might do some deep diving with these tabs coming up, so we'll see what's good. But I'm gonna cut this intro here. Like I said, not gonna make this super long, but so far so good. So we probably will do like the one time with the Dr. Seuss tabs. I'll probably check in maybe hour and a half, 2 hours in, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We'll see. Just what I feel is significant of the trip. I will check in most definitely, and we'll have a little trip sesh, most definitely at some point, probably by the 3-4 hour mark. So that will probably be our main majority portion of the video, and I probably will have a conclusive section that just highlights, all right, yeah, this is what it was like, and how it came to be. So with that, it'll be a second for you guys, but it'll be hours probably for me. So with that, I'll be back. We fucking made it. We made it. Oh my god, we made it. Tried to record this outside multiple times, just for the universe to say no in multiple ways. I don't have the best setup right now, but we gonna keep it real, I guess, right? Like, I want to get this backdrop and shit, like an actual and official one, so I can just set up and go on some shit. But let's talk about the tab. What I've been thinking about a little bit, what I want to share a little bit, just a little bit. Well, first I will say, great tabs. 100% clean. 100 micrograms seems on point, yes sir. Maybe a little less, maybe a little tad mild. Maybe it's like 80 micrograms, something like that. But still, we're well in the range of, especially like this would be a very nice, gentle first time, like for first time tripper, I'd say. It's just in 3 hours, you know. So it's not too long, right? But it's crazy how dark. She gets dark quick, man. This should be interesting. Got the little. I just had the one screen on. If you can, actually make out this, what my desktop is, shouts out to you, like big time. Off my glasses in the reflection, like shouts out to you big time. And you know what that is? Like shouts out to you big time, but. The tab is fantastic. Like I said, it's clean, it's on point. I think whatever you're meant to go through, you're meant to go through on that level too. So that's what I was getting to, and why I almost felt like a pressure to kind of just record this, right? But in the future to come, right? Because I had my past DPT trip, but this is just reminding me of a whole like segment of it. That's a whole nother video, I know. My past DPT trip, and how big that was. Experiencing everything. That shit's crazy. I'll just say that shit's crazy, bro. That shit's wild. That shit's wild, bro. Oh my god. The one segment we're focused on, right, I guess, is in the future, right? People are going to be grouped by thought. And we're going to have technology to actually group people by thought. And it's going to come like, and I see like, it's almost like, I see it now in ways too. It's like arguments, right? Debates and all this and whatnot. Just putting thinking against each other and whatnot. And it also comes from this like theory or idea of like hive mind and shit, and how connected we may actually be with our consciousness. We're gonna hit that unity point where we're all connected and shit like that. Awesome shit. I'm trying to see where I was even going with that, to be honest. Yeah, I do feel like that is one thing. There's gonna be technology that will actually we'll be able, almost like physically, I guess not even like physically, but like visually, we'll be able to represent it, and actually have there is some, honestly, it's just depending on how science goes, man. And what it finds in the nuances of things. My bad, you know, I'm tripping right now too. I mean, we're only 3 hours in, so like this, yeah, like I said, man, on some shit, man. I just gotta report it and share it. And it's like, yeah, this is to come. That's basically like, and it's insightful for me in ways, and insightful for everybody in ways. I mean, just how we go about, you know, communicating. And shouts out Terrence McKenna, man. Shouts out Terrence McKenna. I just had to say that. I don't think I've say that enough on this channel. But shouts out to Terrence McKenna. Even though this is an acid trip and all that, but it's really it's AI and all this shit, the times, bro. Because yeah, it's what he was talking about. Just fucking my roots. I gotta look down to my roots. So. I see it in a sense, but it's like, then it's like, one thing is seeing it, but then it's like actually settling out certain debates and whatnot, certain feelings and whatnot. And maybe this is, again, maybe I'm just tripping right now, and it's like hard to grasp a firmer concept of that. Well, that will have tangible thought, basically. We can actually almost say, which in a sense we already do, but in a whole nother sense that it's like interconnected with our brains, I feel like, on a whole nother level of perceiving, even that, like, on some quantum mechanics type shit that we would prove, like, just the possibilities of technology. And that's also a thing, man. Like, I know some of you don't fuck with it, you know, like, turn the other eye, man. Don't be an ostrich, man. Don't be an ostrich, okay? What does that even, someone asked, like, what does that even mean? Stick your head in the sand, act like nothing's going on. But that's just my current thoughts, current report. I'll probably have another segment to wrap this up in an actual sesh on top of this. We're outside again, probably, so, and I give a whole collective more report, but I did want to make this segment just on that whole thought. Well, and just fleshing it out, I guess. And maybe this is just setting the stone of it, but just fleshing that thought out more, I guess. So this maybe just setting it up. So, and just reconnecting, you know, certain visions of my trip, certain visions from past trips. You know, it's like, you know, my current trip's connected to my past trips now. And it's like that's funneling in. And you see how that's connected though too on some other whole dimensional like line of working that's going on. And the thing is, like, I think people really don't like it's and I will say too, like, the pacing, right? Sometimes it is, but it also is like, and just the tie to it, and just the call to life too at the same time. I mean, I understand there is an urgency, but there is also a greed aspect to that, tied to that heavily also, and manipulation aspect of that as well. I don't want to get ahead of myself. My girl's waiting on me, guys, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this trip, see how it goes, probably have more thoughts like this and whatnot, but yeah. So, like I said, I'll be back to wrap this up. Man, guys, I'm back. Welcome back. I don't know how that first segment and opening is going to look at all. I think we will make a video out of this, and yeah, just keep it real, and just document what the hell happened. So, because I feel like me trying to explain when I was coming up, even just when I was coming up, that opening intro, I mean, I got a fair amount across that was good, but still I was feeling it in the moment and whatnot, and not totally like organized in my mind by any means. So, and that second part's probably going to be cut up a bit, because I felt like I was looping a little bit and just maybe just reiterating and wasn't as clear. But again, it is a trip sesh, meaning I'm going to keep it as real as is, right? How was this trip? No one. Was this a good trip? Yes, it was a good trip. It's nothing crazy. It was good stuff. Like I said initially, I felt like it was just a little bit under 100 micrograms, or like 75, 80 micrograms, something like that. It was smooth. It was smooth all around. Before we continue, of course, I did say this is a trip sesh. We sesh out, so apologies if it is windy. It is fall weather out here, guys. Yeah, Mantis. I don't think we caught. I think, yeah, we did one video. Mantis Gang was out here today. I got a little. I won't show the brand, I guess, but yeah. What, green apple? That says green apple elixir. Disposable DAC cart, or yeah, just disposable DAC vape, right? So, well, my brother hooked me up with this. This has been smacking, I gotta say. So, this is what we're smoking for this session and whatnot. I did want to do more in depth, but I didn't really feel like, one, the universe was giving me signs like, yeah, it's not the trip to make as in depth, and also just like actual direct physical alignments that were setting me elsewhere with it. Again, let's hit this. Milk has been smacking. Been hitting this throughout the trip with my actual cart, with actual weed and some K throughout. But yeah, the actual trip and strength of it was pretty. It was decent. Nothing crazy. So the trip itself, I mean, in terms of effects, it wasn't anything too super visual. I got my afterburst quite a bit early on. Especially me and my girl were playing some video games and whatnot together. Watching some shows and whatnot was decent. Nothing too crazy, introspective in what we were doing necessarily, but just like thoughts in between, like, just kind of like that buffer time, I guess you could say, or especially if you're tripping with someone else, right? Someone's probably gonna have to use the bathroom at some point, right? So like, for example, like that. And I would just think to myself, and that's why kind of what inspired the second segment, right? And this is kind of where I just want to pick up more on, I guess, and just talk more about, because like it was reconnecting me to my past trips. Really a huge DPT trip I've had back 7 years now, I think, a little bit over, of just like me seeing all the shit that's happening now, basically, and shit that's still to come. And it almost like my trip connected to a piece of that, because I just kind of recently been thinking about that trip, that DPT trip, because I just see like I knew this was coming in a sense, like not 100% like that, but like, man, it's like I seen this coming, right? You'll just look at the signs, look at the patterns, recognize certain flows and how things go, right? Like all this Neuralink and all this AI going on right now, these robots, right? And that's just that kind of part of it, right? That's not even the full scope of it, and what I was even bringing up, but just I'll try and explain it a little bit better, I guess. And the whole encapsulation of thoughts, of physical thoughts, like actual physical thoughts being played out. And I was explaining this to my girlfriend and whatnot, but I feel like we're gonna find a way to actually like group people based on thought, not necessarily as simple as it is now with like, you have politics, whatever, on a deeper level of like, your brain functions in this way to make you think like this, and you keep thinking like this and behaving like this because this is its natural default mode of reasoning. So because this is just how you naturally are, you are kind of grouped into this category, right? And with this, pros and cons, right? Pros and cons, man, because and I mean like on an actual physical, like to a fucking molecular level, that we'll be able to actually detect and actually like visually be able to create a visual representation of how this happens, and even probably tie it even deeper to personality and whatnot. But in a sense, this is where it comes that hive mind and whatnot, to where it's like, alright, the interconnectivity that's going on with things. If like, I mean, I'm already seeing things with like, alright, people are actually able to use their brains to play a game like that on some shit. Alright, it's gonna be just amount of time, just a certain amount of time before we got this Sword Art Online up and going, bro. On some shit, bro. I also feel like I got a warning, right? And maybe this is for now. I've been meaning to tell this trip for the longest, to be honest, man. That DPT trip, and we will come to it. There's so many trips I still gotta get to, but with this groupthink and whatnot, like I said, a warning that it might feel like torture to some people, but it's just like, even the way things are now, some people could probably imagine and see how things just with the technological advances, right? I mean, let's just take that as a basic premise. You know, you're scared of the future and all this progressiveness happening so fast and whatnot, and things changing, and you know, the way life used to be, you know, it's never going to be the same and whatnot. You know, there's that fear itself, but like, it's a fear of like, I guess being left behind in a sense. Not really though, but in a way, to where like the world is just gonna keep progressing and just leave you in the dust, kind of, in that sense. But also in the sense of like, change is gonna happen. You're gonna be forced to actually make certain changes that you don't want to. And even on this whole, like I said, cognizant molecular level, like I said, if we become really interconnected like that, to where we can really actually stream thoughts and connect thoughts on that type of level, man, and we can see like that, alright, this is this way of thinking and whatnot is detrimental for your behavior in ways. We see the patterns, we recognized it, we mapped them out, we know like this is what's going on in the brain exactly, followed by these are the effects of you know, not living up to your full potential because of it, and the effects society feels also because you're just not optimizing your health fully, right? I guess you could put it like that. So it's like, literally, I feel like people are going to be forced to think and have their brains just like changed, like, and like almost like hammered in a way, to where it's like, well, I guess just like pushed, like, that's where like it feels like torture. It's just like all this pressure, society. Why aren't you changing? Like, why aren't you making things better for not just yourself, for everybody around you? Like, and that's what I was talking about with the whole health system and whatnot. And like, why there is an urgency to even make these type of progressions at points, and why, like, yeah, I mean, do we want anyone to die? If we could, realistically, do we want anyone to die? Probably not, if we could. And I think that's what it's going for. What could happen is a possibility. I'll just say that. And that's where, you know, it's alright, cyborgs, Neuralink, and Ghost in the Shell and shit like that happens. So, but I mean, a lot of it, you know, lies in this. I won't get into this, you know, politics and whatnot, the specifics of the world right and whatnot right now, and how certain things may play out and whatnot. I mean, for sure thing is this AI race right now going on. Robots are probably gonna be a big factor in things, with just like just cleaning, maintaining. I mean, replacing jobs. People shouldn't be working. Realistically, they shouldn't be working this job. I mean, in the sense of like, if you're taken care of, right? Not in the sense of like, you shouldn't be working a job in the sense that you shouldn't be able to have an opportunity for yourself and make money. Like, certain dangerous things, laborious things that aren't good for your body, that aren't necessarily good for your mental well-being. Why? Let technology, if we, once it catches up, handle all that shit, so you can focus on actually living your life, learning things that you're actually interested in, which it may be that. If it is that, that's what's up. Here's the thing, there's still going to be a need for all these fields and whatnot. I guess it just is turning more intellectual, not so much more hands-on, and I guess that is a dilemma itself. And it's hands-on in the sense like, yeah, I'm using maybe a keyboard and mouse, but even then, like I said, Neuralink, literally hands-off type shit, if it's literally, yeah. And some people just like working with their hands and whatnot and feeling like, yeah. So that's a whole nother thing. I guess it's development. Like I said, people, that's, I guess, another example. Like, people are going to be forced to change the ways of thinking. That's a more simple way, but I feel like it's going to get really more complex, and like I said, more interconnected, more specific, scientific. So I guess that's the big thing I just wanted to share, and just like this thought spiral I got into with this trip and whatnot. The main thing, I mean, like I said, we watched some shows, movie, there was a game, let's go Nugs, we got that dub, you already know. And you know, just being with my girl, hanging out, just loving and whatnot. So it's just, you know, we haven't tripped on acid since earlier this year. I want to say like May, June, something like that. It's been a while for us, and it's been overdue. And also, like I said, with this trip, I came in with the intention to just report the effects, how these tabs are, share it, see what comes up with the experience, do a little check-in for me, a little neurogenesis and whatnot. You know, all good. And overall, this was a great trip. Like I said, kind of a little more mild, but still there. Fully, I was getting closed eye visuals and whatnot. Like I said, I did do some K. That was a bit later on, but I was getting closed eye visuals and whatnot before that. Some mild like hue effects and whatnot with my open eye visuals, a little bit tunnely, but nothing too crazy. Like I can definitely see like 2 tabs on this would be more intense, I guess. I don't even know if intense is the right word, because it was really smooth all around. Like nothing with my stomach going off, nothing like feeling uncomfortable, nothing like that really. So it was a really good trip all around, man. So like I said, I didn't want to make this too long. It's probably going to be over 30 minutes, but we'll see. I don't know what the first part's, but be about 30 minutes. So we'll hit this one more time for you guys. Why not? The week went pretty good, I'd say. I'm just excited with things I'm working on, specifically with the channel and whatnot, and just like progressing more and more with just certain projects going on and getting you guys more involved too, and other content creators, Tails, Vivek and whatnot. So just stay tuned, man. We got lots of work, a lot of work. But I'm gonna leave it there. It's dark as hell. Y'all can barely see me now. It's been windy too, so hopefully this isn't too fucking up the mic and shit. But it's been someone that's no one. Let me know what you thought of this. If I should keep doing these like reports on new batches I come across and whatnot. Of course, I'm gonna cover new substances all the time, but like new batches and whatnot, maybe new strains of shrooms and whatnot. Let me know if you like these and whatnot. I like talking about the trips and whatnot, and just get into these thoughts I get into. So let me know what's up. But it's been someone that's no one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and peace out.